What up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. So I just finished my third MCAT practice test. Well, technically my fourth, actually. And I decided I'd share with you guys the tips of what I'm doing right now. And this is like I guess it's not retroactive. Like, a lot of people make videos afterwards and they're like, oh yeah, this is what I did, this is what helped me, this is what am I doing and how I'm freaking out, just like you right now. So yeah, let's get into it. So basically how it all started was I signed up for my MCAT and I didn't even know that they have the AAMC has like practice tests that you can purchase. So I got like their whole bundle of all this shit and then the flashcards and stuff that come with it, which honestly at the end of the day I don't know if spending my money on the flashcards and like the actual not online copy of the book was worth it. That was like extra money, and then I had to pay duty free or something like that because it came from the States. But anyway, when you get the online tests, the first thing I did to start studying was I actually just like, without knowing anything, went in and did a practice exam. I was like, F it, because I was having a lot of anxiety about what the MCAT even is. So I was like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna do a practice exam and then I know what it is and I know how to study. So it was like 7 hours and 22 minutes of my life doing this thing, but it doesn't actually feel that long. I don't know. It's like 4 separate tests because there's 4 parts, right? There's the beginning like bio one, and then there's cars, and then there's like the biochem, and then there's the final behavioral science one. So it wasn't even that bad. So I did it, and my first time ever doing it, I got 61st percentile. And I was like, you know what, that's pretty good for not studying. So I can go on here, and there's the MCAT practice exam 1, 2, 3, some section banks, some question packs. I have not actually used any of this stuff except for the first practice exam, which I did just to see how it would go. And as you can see, I didn't use the whole time because obviously a lot of my stuff I was just like guessing and going through quickly because it was just a practice trial run. So then you can click here and you can see how you did, and then you can review your questions and see like, oh yeah, I got this one wrong, right, this one wrong. As you can see, I was way off because I even scratched things out. And yeah, you can go through and see what you did. I was on a roll. So the other thing I'm using are my Kaplan books right there. My Kaplan books. So there's like 7 books. There's physics, general chem, biology, or ergochem, cars, behavioral sciences, and biochem. So I went through, I went through all the chapters for that. I did every single chapter for that. In following their guide, their 12-week schedule for complete coverage. So I used this little guide, I did it, and then after I did a chapter, like the Friday of that week, I would do the questions from those chapters and see how it went. And then what I saw was I didn't think it was helping me that much, so I actually ended up jamming the last 4 weeks into 2 weeks. So I did, like, I would do 2 chapters a week from each book, because I was like, at the end of the day, I don't think this is going to help me as much as doing practice exams. So now it's the final grind. And then basically as I read, I would make notes on everything I read, because that's how I retain things. It's not all the way through, it's like up to there. So these are all my notes that I wrote from those books. So I made my notes, I did my practice exams, and now it's the final grind. So what I decided to do was stop working for the next 3 weeks because I teach swimming lessons myself privately. So I decided to stop that so that I could focus. and the lady I work for that wants me to teach every day. So I'm not doing every day. My mom's gonna take that over. Thanks, Mom. But she was like, yeah, ever since I started working for her 4 years ago, she's wanted me to be a pediatrician, so she's supportive. I actually did worse after studying for like 6 weeks on my practice test than I did on the first one. Or no, I didn't do any better. It was like I practiced for 6 weeks and didn't improve. So it wasn't working for me. And then the third practice test I did worse on. And then one morning I was like, okay, I'm gonna do another practice test today, but I'm gonna let myself sleep so I can like be well rested. And I woke up, I literally thought it was like 8:30 when I looked at my clock. And then I realized it was a 5, not an 8, so I was up at like 5:30 and I started. And that was the best one I've done yet, but honestly, I think a lot of it's just getting into the minds of the people that write the MCAT, which sucks. At the end of the day, like if you ask me, at the end of the day, it's like, why are they making us do this, right? Like, I personally think it's kind of dumb because all this stuff, nothing of it is new. Maybe some of the behavioral science stuff, because I haven't really done like sociology in school and stuff, but it's not really new. So can't you just look at my GPA and see that I'm okay? But the thing is, like, my GPA isn't the best, so you know, I can't afford to do bad on this. It's not bad. It's not the best. It's 3.95. Or it's 3.93 now or something. I got a concussion and it went clumbutts. Anyway, what else do I use? I use this because apparently it's like what you write on when you do your MCAT. They don't give you scrap paper. You do this. So I, being the stress ball that I am, bought it for $21 from Indigo. I ordered it online. It's not actually for the MCAT. It's for the GMAT. Which is like management admissions test. What's it called? General? No, that's for business, GMAT. Anyway, that's all I got. I wish you guys luck, because obviously if you're watching this, you're probably thinking about writing the MCAT too. So good luck and wish me luck too. This is approximately 3 weeks before I have to write mine, so yeah, that's the tea. So far from what I'm seeing, if you did an undergrad in sciences, you don't really need to do any MCAT courses because a lot of stuff on it is what you've already learned. So if you did well, then don't do an MCAT course. Don't waste your money. So yeah, this was my one I did after 6 weeks of studying, which was kind of like, oh god, I've gotten worse. But basically you can see all the questions you got wrong. You can see the different sections, and apparently this is good enough for U of T. 125 on each section, so who knows. And then you can go to this and see like bar graphs if you're more visual. I don't really use this stuff, but then if we go to my second one, we see that I gotten better. And then my third one, the biochem section, I was just like, didn't know that was possible, but I did it. So everyone, I think our best bet is to just do a lot of practice and hopefully use our psycho abilities to get inside the head of a test maker. That's why I did so well in high school. Because I'm psycho and I knew my teachers so well. I knew exactly when they were trying to trick us and how they were trying to trick us. You know, when you're like, yeah, I was lonely, I was friends with my teachers, okay? I knew their personalities, I knew what kind of snake stuff they'd do, and that's how I did well. You know? Not because I'm smart, but because I was motivated. I think that's a lot of it too. Are you motivated to do well? If you are, you will. So that's it, everyone. Wish me luck. We'll see how it goes. Stay tuned August 2nd if I make a vlog of myself crying. We know why I'm crying. If they're tears of sadness, I've come close to crying tears of joy once. My friends surprised me on my 18th birthday. But mostly I just cried tears of sadness. So if I'm crying, you'll know why. If you like this video and you want more MCAT prep videos, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me what you want me to do. And maybe Marilyn Monroe and I can like go through some of the practice tests and do stuff like that. Who knows? But yeah, maybe this is my claim to fame. Not even being a doctor, just making MCAT prep videos. Anyway, peace out. Peace in the grease. I'm not sponsored by any of these guys, just what I'm doing. Oh, oh.